what is the statistical concept? What is the meaning of statistical? We have a statistical concept. Statistics is a branch of mathematics. Again, statistics is a branch of mathematics that involves collecting, organizing, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting data to make a decision. It has applications in various fields such as medicine, economics, social science, and other examples. But how we can handle this data? How can we find this data and handle it? We have 5 steps. The first step, identify the question or problem. The second step, collect data. And the third step, organize and present data. The fourth step, analyze and interpret data. And the last step, make prediction and decisions. So to handle any data, we have to make 5 steps. Number 1, identify the question or problem. Number 2, collect data. Number 3, organize and present data. Number 4, analyze and interpret data. And number 5, make prediction and decisions. We have some types of graphically charts: dot plot, bar graph, histogram, stem and leaf plot, and box plot. In primary 6, we talked about dot plot, bar graph, histogram, and a box plot. So a new one is stem and leaf plot. What is the meaning of collecting data? How can we collect data? We can collect data using several methods, such as observation, personal interviews, and surveys. So we can collect data by observations, personal interviews, and surveys. Let's look at example number 1. A teacher records the marks of 25 students in a quiz as follows. We have this data is the marks of the students, 25 students. The first question, represent this data using a dot plot and a bar graph. Question number 2, how many students got at least 7 marks? And the third question, what is the mark that most of the students got? To solve this question, it's important to organize the data first. So one method of data organizing is arrange it in a list in ascending order. Ascending, like ant, from the small to the big. Okay, so to arrange this data from the smallest to the greatest, it will be like that. This is the first step. So this data can be organized into a frequency table like this table. We have marks 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we have a frequency 3 repeated 2 times, 4 repeated 2 times, 5 repeated 4 times, 6 repeated 9 times, 7 repeated 5 times, and 8 repeated 3 times. So this table is frequency table. How can we solve this question? First, we can use this frequency table. We can create the dot plot and a bar graph. Let's start with a dot plot graph. First, in a dot plot, we have a number line. الداتا اللي عندي هنا هي عبارة عن numbers. So I have this number line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Start with 3, repeated 2 times, so I will put 2 dots. So in number 3, we have 2 dots. 4 repeated 2 times, so I will put 2 dots. 5 repeated 4 times, 6 repeated 9 times, 7 repeated 5 times, so we have 5 dots. Number 8 repeated 3 times, so we have 3 dots. This about a dot plot graph. What about a bar graph? In a bar graph, we have 2 axes, a horizontal axis and a vertical axis. A horizontal axis represents data. Here we have a data is the marks of the students. So we have in a horizontal line, we have marks, okay? And in vertical axis, we have frequency. 3 repeated 2 times, 4 stopped at 2, okay? 5 repeated 4 times, 6 repeated 9 times, 7 repeated 5 times, and 8 repeated 3 times. So here we make a dot plot graph and a bar graph using this frequency table. Now it's time to question the number of students who get at least 7 marks. At least 7 marks, so we have 7 or more marks. Okay, let's start with 7. The number of students, its mark is 7, 5 students. Okay, more than 7, 8. The number of students, its mark is 8, is 3. So to find the number of students who got at least 7 marks, we have 5 students plus 3 students equal 8 students. The mark that most of students got, we can say that is the mood. Again, the number of students or the mark that most of students got, this is the mood. What is the most number or the most mark of students got? Number 6. Okay, so we have 6 is the most mark the students got. And this 6 is called mood. But note that both the dot plot and a bar graph display the actual values of the data. And we have graphs don't represent the actual values of the data. Now it's time to learn about frequency table with intervals. Frequency table with intervals, if the amount of data is large, لو الداتا اللي عندي large data كتير جدا, the data is organized into equal interval or groups. From which of the frequency table with interval is formed. لو الداتا اللي عندي كبيرة جدا أو كتير جدا, أقدر أعملها في شكل frequency table علشان أقدر أستخدمها بشكل أسهل. Let's look at example number 2. A judo trainer at a club weighed all the judo players before they joined one of the judo championships. The method of the group of 40 players in kilograms were as follows. يبقى الداتا اللي عندي هنا هي إيه؟ هي the method of the group of 40 players in kilograms. He asked me to organize the data and represent it using a histogram and how many judo players have masses of 81 kilogram or more. First, to form a frequency table with intervals, we will do the following steps. Number 1, we will find the range. What is the range? The range is the greatest value minus the smallest value. So we have the greatest value 100 and the smallest value 41. So to find range, we will say that range equal the greatest value equal 100 minus the smallest value 41. 100 minus 41 equal 59. So we have the range equal 59. Can we approximate this 59? Yes. How can we approximate it? We can put O, T. O for ones and T for tens. Then we will circle the ones. هنشيل ones ونحط 0. Okay? And now it's time to check the number inside the circle or the digit inside the circle. 9. 9 is a strong number or weak number? 9 is a strong number. So this strong number can add 1 more to the tens. 5 plus 1 equal 60. So if we approximate this 59, it will be 60.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.